Good evening, everybody. This is Elite Pierre. I'm your host of the E2P Media Business Talk radio show. Definitely excited to be able to do this. First, I want to thank you and welcome you to listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all our listeners, all our followers, all our supporters. Definitely we are appreciative for your time, effort, energy, and attention. It means the absolute world to everybody who's involved with the show. Our sponsors, our supporters, our partners, at E2P Media as a whole, we're definitely very grateful. Today's a spontaneous kind of like hip pocket show, so definitely is going to be some great information. It spurred a moment, just trying out some new stuff, and excited to be able to even do this, ladies and gentlemen. So. Again, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. Make sure you stay tuned. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're actually listening to the podcast, visit us at e2pmedia.com/podcast. You can subscribe on whatever platform you prefer, whether it's iTunes, iHeartRadio. We actually made it to iHeartRadio, y'all. So that's definitely exciting. Spreaker Radio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, Acast, we're on it all. And we're waiting for Amazon to get it together and get us on Alexa. So, you can say, hey, Alexa, ask Spreaker to play E2P Media, and it'll play it right there through your Amazon Echo, whether it's the Dot, the Tall Echo, the Echo Video, like whichever one you got, it's going to work. So we're waiting for Amazon to come through on that. So again, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We got a lot of things coming up this week. We actually got a very special guest who's going to be coming into the studio here at E2P Media in West Columbia, South Carolina. I just want to tell y'all a little bit about him because he has been impactful. And I've only known him like a month, y'all, like less than a month. I met him this month. Like this is October, right? I met him this month and he's been just so supportive. I had the opportunity to speak here in Columbia, South Carolina at the 1 Million Cups. If you're not familiar with 1 Million Cups and you're an entrepreneur, I want you to go to 1 Million Cups. Like just Google search 1 Million Cups, right? And that's like 1 million in cups, like a coffee cup, right? The intent is to bring entrepreneurs together, bring investors together, people who want to pour in and give support to fellow entrepreneurs in the community. So that's huge, ladies and gentlemen. Found out about it before when I was in Texas. When I came back to Columbia, I knew that I was going to be researching and finding out if they had the program going on here. They do, and I'm so happy they do because I was able to connect with so many people. But our guest this Tuesday at 9 o'clock a.m., he's going to be actually coming to the studio. I met him online. We were Facebook friends already through some mutual friends and whatnot, but we had never met face to face. I seen him speak at an event that I attended, but I didn't really get to rub elbows, shake hands, and actually meet him until I spoke at 1 Million Cups, presented my business. He came up to me afterwards, shook my hand, and we connected right there, right? So from then, we've been able to build a relationship. Basically, he pours into me and I'm so thankful for it. Anytime I ask, he's definitely there for me. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to tune in this Tuesday at 9 o'clock a.m. Like mark your calendars. And if you don't know how to mark your calendar, that's fine too. Go to e2pmedia.com/podcast, right? Go to the calendar. All you have to do is click the little floppy disk right over his click his picture, the upcoming show. Click his picture. It's going to open up another, it's going to zoom in onto actually his content. And then I want you to click the floppy disk and so you can add that event to your calendar. There's a lot of share buttons, so you can actually share it on social media, email it, and share it and let other people know about the upcoming show as well. But ladies and gentlemen, this Tuesday, 9 o'clock a.m., let me get right into it. Mr. Ron Harvey of Global Core Strategies Consulting will be here in the studio with me, and we're going to talk business, ladies and gentlemen. E2P Media Business Talk Radio. What's it all about? It's about talking business. So what is so exciting for me, ladies and gentlemen, is every time I sit down with someone who has so much more experience in this game called entrepreneurship than I do, right? I just learn so much. Like it's so much value. I take so much away from just having that conversation. And that's the reason why I started this podcast, because I was sharing with a business partner of mine. I'm like, when I walk away from that conversation, I'm the only one who get the value, right? I get all this good stuff, but I feel selfish, right? I feel like I'm shortchanging the rest of the world from these one-on-one conversations I'm having with these thought leaders, right? So I'm like, man, I need to do a podcast. I need to invite thought leaders, business owners, heavy hitters, people who are really making the difference in our communities, into the office, into the studio, and let's get at it. Like, let's have these conversations and let's broadcast it so people who are interested in learning more about entrepreneurship, learning more about overcoming obstacles, learning more about challenges and things that happen along our journey, right? So they can actually learn from our experiences, so they don't have to live a lot of those experiences on their own. They can learn vicariously through us, right? So I was like, man, let's do it. So when I reached out to Mr. Harvey, he said yes. Like, he responded like, boom, check this calendar. And that's one of the things that he taught me, before you accept a meeting, Elite, get used to checking your calendar, because at our first meeting, I accepted a time that I was not available for. I had to apologize to him and say, hey, can we reschedule this? I gave him, I reached back out to him in a fair amount of time, right? But it just was, hey, you learn that lesson. He was like, I never schedule anything. Like, it becomes habit. It has to become habit to check the calendar before you agree to anything, because what you don't want to do, and this is, I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna get into the takeaway from what I, from that discussion. He didn't say this part, but this was my takeaway. What you don't want to do is you don't want to leave a bad impression on that person that you're scheduling an appointment with, right? The last thing I want to do is leave a bad impression on anyone who I'm scheduling an appointment with. I always want to leave a good impression, right? So I want to make sure if I'm agreeing to a time, I should be available to that time, right? Take the time out, take the couple seconds it takes to open up that iPhone, that Android, that whatever kind of phone you got, and check that calendar, boy. Check that calendar. It'll save lives. But let me, I want to tell you a little bit about Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey is actually the Vice President of Global Core Strategies and Consulting, LLC. He's a certified coach with ICF, which is actually the International Coaching, I think it's Foundation. Let me check my resources right quick. ICF is the International Coach Federation. Y'all know Google is my research, right? I hit Google up real quick. So he is a certified coach with ICF. He's also a certified John Maxwell leadership team member. Now, that's huge. If you're not familiar with the John Maxwell leadership team, man, that's a qualification to have for real. Like that tells me, because I've researched it, right? I've been following John Maxwell my entire entrepreneur journey, right? He was one of the very, very, very first speakers that I was exposed to when I first got into entrepreneurship. And to be able to have that training, to have that certification under your belt, it just makes Mr. Harvey just that much more valuable, right? He works with organizations and leadership teams to enable them to be intentional about establishing a winning culture, which is huge. That could be a game changer in your organization, ladies and gentlemen, because this is this man's specialty. This is what he does for a living with his business. He helps other organizations create that winning culture. I don't know if any of you ever been in a culture because culture drives everything, right? Culture drives production, culture drives results. Like if you have a positive winning culture, that is congruent to a winning business. Now, again, I don't know if you've ever been in a not so positive culture in a job or in a business or organization. It's not fun. I know for a fact in many different examples, it's not fun being in a culture where you're like, man, I wish there was something I could do about this, but if I was the person in charge, I would make changes like yesterday, right? But that's what he specializes in. He improves employee engagement and recruits and trains top and retains top talent. So he's teaching businesses, entrepreneurs, business owners, organizations, how to retain the best, right? How to get the best, how to keep the best, how to recruit the best, how to engage your employees. I mean, I'm reading the bio off of the website, right? That I'm kind of adding my little 2 cents into it, right? Because this is the bio he gave me. I just happen to be able to add to it because I've actually interacted with Mr. Harvey before, and I'm just sharing my personal experiences, ladies and gentlemen. Clients experience higher retention rates, business growth, increased profitability, and distinguish themselves as the place to work. If you want your organization, if you want your business to be established as the place to work, then Mr. Harvey has some information that he can share with you live on his show this Tuesday. And we're going to have a Q&A session at the very end. So you'll be able to actually like call into the studio and ask any questions. Now, if you want to ask your questions now, you can email your questions for the show to elite, ELITE, at e2pmedia.com. I'm going to say that again, elite, ELITE, at E2P, that's the E, the number 2, the letter P, media.com. Email me your questions for Tuesday's show, and I'll be sure to make sure that we ask those questions as long as time allows. You know, we're going to try to answer or ask and answer as many questions as we possibly can. But if, first come, first serve, if you want to get your questions submitted now early, please do so. Shoot me an email and ask your questions, and I'll make sure we bring it to the show. But again, you can actually call in live, have your voice be heard, and actually have a discussion with myself and Mr. Harvey live on the show as well. So this is going to be huge, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ron and his team provide real results in real time, allowing clients the freedom to focus on their business operations, be creative and impactful. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So I'm definitely super excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you mark your calendar, set your calendar, set your date. Subscribe to the podcast. Again, e2pmedia.com/podcast. Subscribe. Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Acast, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, whatever. Or just go to the website and click play, right? It's going to be huge, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be huge. I don't want you to miss out. want you to miss out. So if you're listening live on Stitcher, you can actually talk to me in the chat. If you're listening live on Stitcher, you can talk to me in the chat. The chat is opened up, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot me a message. And if you got any questions right now, here's my number, 803-566-8006. Again, 803-566-8006. It's going to ring the bat phone right here, aka E2P Media phone. It's going to ring the office line. This is my direct line. Don't typically call this unless there's a show going on, right? 803-566-8006. That line won't be answered unless there's a show going on. So make sure you only dial that number when there's a show going on, ladies and gentlemen. So what else are we going to talk about? Again, this is like improv. Like I got kind of a outline I want to go off of. Let's go into our partners, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take a moment out to give a shout out to our partners. The people who are definitely assisting us with being able to make this possible, right? First partner I want to talk about is a company called Better Proposals. So I've been using Better Proposals for a little while now, in building proposals for my potential clients. Anytime I have someone who wants to do business with E2P Media, I prepare the proposal in Better Proposals and I submit it to them. It's a phenomenal platform, ladies and gentlemen. It gives a polished, professional look to your proposals. It just lays it out really good, and it saves a lot of time. So what I want y'all to do, again, visit e2pmedia.com/podcast. On the under the partners, you'll see Better Proposals, right? Better Proposals. And here's what's the best part about Better Proposals. It's an online proposal writing app. right? It's basically an online app. It's a website that it's a program on a website. You create a membership. It's for creatives, entrepreneurs, and it helps increase conversion rates. How many of y'all know about conversion rates, right? Yeah. If you're in sales, you know that conversion rates are very, very important. This is designed, right, to increase your conversion rate and actually increase sales and save time. Right. You can save a lot of time by creating your proposals because they have templates. Whatever industry that you're in, you can actually select one of the preset proposals that's in your industry, and then just tailor it specifically to the message that you're portraying to your potential client. Right. And then insert your actual products into the proposal. You can add video, you can add photos. It's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. So the first 100, this is the good part, right? This is the good stuff. Get yourself ready. The first 100 listeners of our podcast, go to the website, fill out the form. You're going to get your first month free of the premium plan. All right. We got a partnership going on with Mr. Adam Hempenstall. You're going to get a first month free of the premium plan, ladies and gentlemen. That's normally $49. We got you hooked up, right? e2pmedia.com/podcast. Go there. It's limited to the first 100 people. So then hopefully on the back end, we'll hook up another deal. But as of right now, that's what we got for you, ladies and gentlemen. And here's what's good. Here's what's great too. I want you to mark your calendars for November 28th. November 28th, we're actually having Mr. Adam Hempenstall, CEO and founder of Better Proposals. He's going to be on the show. He's not going to be live in the studio because Mr. Hempenstall is actually all the way in the UK. So instead of flying him in, he's actually going to be, instead of flying him in, he's going to be our very first out of studio guest, right? So we're going to do it online, but he's going to be live with us, ladies and gentlemen. He's the CEO of Better Proposals. He's 16 years in business. He's written 3 books. So he's a published author. The first book is The 15-Minute Proposal. Right. The second book is Cocktails and Palm Trees. And the third one is Automate Your Business. That's where he specializes in automating your business. And that's really where everything started. And Better Proposals is like his baby right now. And I tell you, from personal experience, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great platform. I definitely want y'all to take advantage of that. And tune in November 28th, 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have Mr. Adam Hempenstall actually on the show. So once again, if you want to ask questions at any time, if you want to ask specific questions about anybody, and if you go to the website, you can see all of our upcoming guests. Make sure you check back frequently because we add new guests to the calendar almost daily. We're booked out almost through December. November's completely booked up. The end of October's booked up. November's completely booked up. We're halfway booked through December. All the December guests aren't on the calendar yet. So if you would like to be a guest on the E2P Media Business Talk Show, right? If you're in Columbia or surrounding areas, we absolutely want to have you in the studio. If you're outside of Columbia, that's cool. We'll definitely still have you on the show. If you can get to Columbia, that's better. Like you can't beat the in studio experience, right? There's nothing like this. We don't want to shortchange you, but if it's just outside of your feasibility, then definitely let us know that you're interested. Just shoot me an email, elite@e2pmedia.com. Leave a comment on the Facebook page, or just drop us a message and let us know, hey, I'm interested in being a guest on whatever platform. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat. Just drop us a note and let us know that you're interested in being a guest, and we'll definitely try to get you scheduled in. Again, we're scheduling all the way through 2018 for sponsors. And as you see, we don't roll like commercials and stuff. I give the sponsor shouts like personally. Like I'm going to talk about your business and I'm going to send traffic to your business. So let me go ahead and say that, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a business and you want to advertise on the E2P Media Business Talk Radio show, definitely let me know. We got rates right now, and it's $50 for 2 episodes. So that's only $25 per episode, ladies and gentlemen. That's dirt cheap. That's huge right now. Huge, gigantic. Let's give a hand to all the people who's going to be willing to sponsor a spot in the E2P Media radio show and get some advertisement, some traffic driven to their website. Yeah. Give it up for them. That's good. Yeah, give it up for them. Give it up for them. Y'all know I had to check out the effects. You know, this is the first episode live inside the studio. We got to check out the effects. Sorry, Facebook, you couldn't hear the hand claps. I know y'all like, what's he talking about? What's he talking about? You got to be on the podcast. You got to be on the podcast to hear the sound effects. So y'all shortchanging yourself by watching on Facebook. So no, y'all ain't getting shortchanged. Y'all getting all the information anyway. Call me at 803-566-8006. Ask me some questions about whatever. Let's talk business. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, next partner I want to talk about. We talked enough about better proposals, right? I got another. Oh, look, I'm trying to move the laptop mouse with the iMac mouse, y'all. I'm like, why is my mouse not showing up? I got the mouse on my knee, so it don't make noise on the table, and the laptop over here standing still. Lose your mind sometime when you're having fun. Oh, another thing, you can leave a comment at the bottom of e2pmedia.com/podcast. Just tell us what you think about the COP podcast. Tell us what you like the most about it. Let us know what platform you're subscribing on so we can kind of, cater to you there. I don't know. Or we could just keep track, say, hey, shout out to iTunes. We got the most listeners there. So no, for real. I mean, iTunes is where you can leave a review of the podcast, where it's really going to matter. Right under our subscribe here, under all the listings of the platforms that we're located on, there's a leave us a review. It's a black button. Click that. It's going to take you to iTunes, whether you got an iTunes account or not. No, I think I'm almost pretty sure you have to have an iTunes account, but I don't think you have to download and install. You don't have to be on a Mac to leave a iTunes review, right? I think iTunes is going to open up a web browser and you'll be able to actually still leave a review on a website. It's a link. So try it out. Somebody let me know. I haven't done it yet because obviously I run off of Macs. I got the Macs going on. So it works for me, right? I don't have any PCs. So some of you PC users out there, please let me know. Can you leave a review through a PC? And then shoot me an email. ELITE at e2pmedia.com. Let's talk about the next sponsor, next partner, sponsor, partner. Once you sponsor, you become a partner. Once you partner, you become a sponsor. It's all the same. Our next one is Animoto, ladies and gentlemen. Animoto. If you don't know about Animoto is a pretty cool platform. Animoto makes it ridiculously easy to create professional marketing videos for social media. So how many of you are making videos and you're having problems making it professional, putting the text on there, putting the transitions in there? You don't want to pay some big wig media company, E2P Media, to do it for you. You don't want to pay the companies to do it for you. You want to do it yourself. You can get Animoto, and it's going to allow you to make some pretty dang cool videos. Go to our website, e2pmedia.com/podcast. Under partners, you'll see Animoto. Ladies and gentlemen, the first 200 listeners, we bumped up the number from 100 to 200 for this one. Because why? We specialize in video. So we're going to work a better deal with the video partners. Let's get it. 200 people fill out the form. We'll get a free month of our professional plan. This plan is actually normally $42. So you're saving $42 by being a listener of E2P Media Business Talk Radio Show. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty cool deal. Just try it out. It's free. If you don't like it, cancel it. But I'm pretty sure, no matter of fact, I'm not pretty sure. I'm sure you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to use it, try it, love it. Last partner I want to talk about is Vonage Business. The phone, whenever somebody calls, I'm hoping somebody calls, 803-566-8006. Call me live on the radio. Talk to me real quick. Ask me a question. Just say, hey, love your show. Love your support. I'm sharing it with my friends. Or just, hey, if I suck, hey, tell me I suck. Hey, I don't like your show. I was listening for 5 seconds, but you told me to call. I'm going to call and tell you I don't like your show, and I'm not telling nobody about it, and then hang up on me. Whatever you got to do, ladies and gentlemen, I love it all. Call the phone. But when you call this phone, ladies and gentlemen, this is a voice over internet protocol phone powered by Vonage Business. This is the best phone system I've ever had in my life. Like for real. Like the business phone. I have a business phone in the conference room that is Spectrum business phone. It's a traditional like plug into the wall regular landline phone. This bad boy right here, ladies and gentlemen, it's all Ethernet. It's high speed. Those of you who watching on Facebook, you can see this right here. I got the blue Cat 6 wires. It's voice over internet. It's powered by Ethernet, so there's no power cord. This cord that you see right here is actually going to my Bluetooth headset, so I can take calls, and walk around the office and stuff while I'm doing business. That's how we do here in E2P Media. That's how we do. We try to keep up with the technology, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely want to keep you up with the technology as well. So give your phone system a business class upgrade. Visit e2pmedia.com/podcast and click the link under partners and get a sign up and upgrade your business class phone. Shout out to all of our partners. Let's give a hand to all of our partners, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a hand to all of our partners. Sorry, Facebook, y'all can't hear this, Facebook. Sorry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Right in a moment, I'm going to talk about the news. The news there's some new things going on with Facebook and Twitter that you might not be familiar with, and I'm going to let the cat out the bag. You might know about it, you might not. I'm going to tell you about it, just give a little bit more details. But first, there's the bell, podcast listeners. I'm the podcaster. Y'all are the podcast listeners, right? I need to get that verbiage right. Facebook, you couldn't hear the bell. But what the bell means when you're listening to the podcast, it means that it's time to give something away. So after I announce this giveaway, we're going to get back to the news. And then we're going to wrap up this podcast. So make sure you stay tuned to our next episode this Tuesday at 9 a.m. or check back to the podcast frequently because we're always uploading new content. So you don't want to miss out on some great stuff that may have made a difference in your business. Today, we're giving away some free advertisement, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a business owner and you have a website that we can drive traffic to and we can send our listeners to check out your page and check out your service and potentially buy your product or service from you. Give us a call right now at 803-566-8006. First caller in with a website that we can send people to. We're going to advertise your webpage on our podcast page, www.e2pmedia.com/podcast. And we're going to give you a shout out on Tuesday's episode. You will be one of our partners of the week. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a business and you want to participate in this giveaway, call me right now, 803-566-8006. Again, 803-566-8006. Once again, 803-566-8006. All right, y'all got it. All right, so what's going on with Facebook, ladies and gentlemen? Facebook just opens the door to allow pages to post stories. So many of you are familiar with the new platform Stories. It started out with Snapchat, right? It converted over to Instagram, got real popular, but it's not really catching any traction on Facebook. So Facebook is constantly trying to improve their product. And, this is going to allow Facebook pages such as business pages, brand pages, entertainers, the people with the blue checks, like the celebrities and whatnot, anybody, not just the celebrities, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who has a page in the next few months is going, I believe it said in the next month or so. I don't want to misquote it. The article actually said in the next month or so, all pages, they're slowly going to be rolling out the new platform, will have access to, stories, right now. Like I said, Facebook stories is kind of like a ghost town. There's not a whole lot of people posting on Facebook stories. Myself, I think it was yesterday, I posted a story on Facebook story for the first time in a very, very, very long time. It's not something that I do, and even with Instagram, I don't really post to my Instagram stories that often, so I need to pick up the pace on both of those platforms. But it's pretty cool that they're allowing the pages to do it as well. Maybe the big budget video can turn things around. So that's new in the news with Facebook. This is going to be interesting to see how this pans out. If it's going to pick up some traction with the Facebook stories or not. But like I said, most of the tension's really on Instagram and Snapchat. That's where the native story started with Snapchat, and then Instagram adopted it, and it caught on pretty strong. But it just didn't really catch on with Facebook. So Facebook is trying some new things out. The next thing I want to talk about is what's going on with Twitter. Twitter has now rolled out, and this is straight off the Twitter product news. You can now make your videos work harder with the video website card. So what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to read it straight off. This is from Sean Hang. On Tuesday, October 17th, 2017, as users have come to expect more personalized interactions with brands. We're increasingly hearing from brands that they want to create a more seamless user experience for customers, for consumers along various stages of the path to conversion. We talked about conversion rates, right? Today, we're introducing Video Website Card, a creative format that combines the power of video with the ability to drive users back to a site to learn more or take action in the moment. So if you know about Facebook ads, and we here at E2P Media are big on Facebook ads, this is what Facebook has done with their platform in advertising. You're able to have like that Facebook, that website streamlined right below that video. So as you're watching that video, you can kind of scroll right down while that video is playing and see the website without even leaving the platform. That's exactly what it is. Twitter's doing it now too. The video website card is designed to work across a variety of brand objectives, as well as the gray spaces that often exist between objectives. So whether a brand is pairing the video website card with the high reach of first view to announce a new product launch, inviting travelers to click through to learn more about a featured destination, because once you see all that, you're going to click and it's going to take you to the full website, right? A new destination, or showcasing gameplay to drive advanced sales of a new video game. The video website card removes friction for the customer to engage, learn, or convert at their own rate. Huge stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Huge stuff. So last opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to claim our free prize. If you're a business owner and you're listening, whether you're on Facebook or you're live on the podcast, let me switch back over to the chat to see if anybody chopped up in the chat. All right, got nothing. 803-566-8006. Ladies and gentlemen, call me right now. And if you would like to advertise on E2P Media Business Talk Radio, we have a phenomenal show coming up on Tuesday. We will give you a shout out, and we will actually post your banner with a link out to your website on our website. A link to your website on our website for the week up until the show. So of course today's Friday, so it'll be over the weekend, Monday and then Tuesday. Then we'll take the banner off. So free advertisement, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this typically goes for $25 a day. Not a day. I'm sorry, $25 an episode. $25 an episode. So value that $25. And if you would like to purchase, some advertising, oops, sorry folks, I'm hitting the microphone. If you would like to purchase some advertising with us, you can actually get it for $50 for 2 episodes. That's where it starts. We're taking, sponsors at a minimum of 2 episodes all the way up to a year. And we do weekly episodes, ladies and gentlemen. So that's 52 episodes. As our audience grows, you'll be locked in. When the rates increase, yours won't. So how about that? I believe that's a good incentive. I believe that's a dang on good incentive to be able to to lock in that $25 per episode rate for up to a year. Because when this podcast blows up and our listeners are all the way up to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, it's going to be worth way more than that. So Take advantage of it now, ladies and gentlemen. 803-566-8006. Ask me a last minute question before we close out. I'm gonna hop on Facebook and see what the Facebook viewers are chatting about. If they are, give a shout out to all the Facebook listeners. Definitely appreciate you. There's a decent amount of people. Let me see. What's up, brother? Good seeing you. God bless. I appreciate that. Darnell Edwards. Appreciate your support. Oh, we got a call, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wireless caller. Give me a second. Thanks for calling E2P Media. How can I help you?
This is Guy Coates. I was calling because I got the number.
Mr. Coates from the DMV. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, bro? I'm just enjoying your show, man. Very, very proud of you, man. I see you doing big things. I just wanted to call in. I'm excited for you, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. That means the world to me, Mr. Coates. Hey, I got to be honest with you. I looked at the number. I remember the area code, but there's no way I would have guessed that was you.
I was trying to surprise you, so I'm glad you didn't catch on to the number.
Man, that was like the best surprise. You just made my night. For real. Like that was a good surprise. For real.
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Do y'all see this? This is too cool. Look, Facebook, the hearts and the thumbs up is blowing up. Thank y'all, man. Y'all can see my face on Facebook. Like I'm ecstatic. Podcasters, I'm sorry, but y'all can't see my face, but hopefully you can hear it in my voice. Mr. Coates just made my night, man. That is too awesome. This is one of my mentors that goes all the way back to like 2013, y'all, when I first started entrepreneurship. So this means a lot. This means a lot. Mr. Coates, thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Wow.
No problem.
Wow.
You're doing amazing things, man. It's just a shock to actually see you come up so fast. I'm just excited for your growth.
Man.
I'm excited for everything that you're doing and for the people that's going to actually get to feel and see and test and see what you're all about.
Man.
You definitely got a heart for the people.
I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. One of my bosses, my former bosses, you know, he heard me on the radio earlier this week and he called me. He came out to the office. We had lunch together. We kicked it for a little while. And he said the same thing. He was like, man, I was with you a year ago. And you wasn't even talking about this. like you wasn't there. The E2P Media was not even a topic of conversation. And now look at you now, like it's really blowing up. And I really had to like take a step back, take a breath, and really soak it all in. Like you're absolutely right. And the biggest thing is, and I'm trying my best. And you know me, Mr. Coates, better than a lot of people. I'm doing my best to just keep level headed and stay humble because it's moving faster than I can even believe. Crazy stuff.
You're doing it, man. I'm seeing it grow fast. It's growing rapidly. I said, is that elite? Oh, man, you're doing big things. It's growing fast. You're putting it together fast. I'm just excited for the growth, and I'm excited to see where this is going to go. You know, everything that's big always starts off small, right?
Yeah.
So I know you see the finish line already.
Yep.
I know you see the finish line. I know you feel the finish line. Just imagine, you know, what it's going to be like, you know, a year from here. You know, what this show is going to do for people on the way, you know, in the process, and what it's going to do for you. I'm excited. I just want to see what it's going to do for a lot of people, man, and see what this is all about. I'm definitely here. I can't wait to come out there and get right across from you on that other microphone, you know, so we could do a one-on-one interview or something.
Hey, we got the other microphone right here ready for you, man. We got the other microphone right here ready for you. Look, it's already powered up and ready to go and everything. So you let me know. You let me know when. And we definitely gonna do it. Or matter of fact, you know what? Let's do this.
Man,
here we go. Because you know there's a wedding. You know there's a wedding next month that we coming up for. I could bring the equipment. I could bring the equipment to the DMV. Everything is portable. Like I bought it intentionally like this to make sure it's portable. I could bring the studio to you and we can do a show while I'm in the DMV next month.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That sounds amazing.
Man.
Sounds amazing. I guess this phone call was meant to happen.
Wow.
Definitely meant to happen.
Yep. Yup, everything happens for a reason. You can't make stuff like this up.
No, sir.
No.
Sir. I'm ready for my interview, brother. I'm definitely waiting to get interviewed. I know you're going to have some questions for me.
Yup.
You know, I'm definitely going to shoot them back at you.
Yup. Hey, it's going to be a good talk.
It's your show, man. It's your show. I'm definitely here for you. You know, we're doing big things out here in the DMV. We haven't stopped grinding. We haven't stopped moving. You know, me and you both have a heart for the people. You know, You were one of the people that I actually connected with my whole time being in the industry that we're a part of. Me and my wife is a part of.
Yep.
You know, you were one of the people that I felt as though had the same passion, had the same energy. You were just a little bit taller than me, and you were a little bit lighter than me, but you had the same passion, the same energy. You know, for the people, bro. And I'm just happy for you, man. I'm happy to see this right here.
Mr. Coast, thank you so much. Wow. You blessed my heart, man. Thank you. If I can't say it enough. Like, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, I think we could wrap the show up on that one. So I'm gonna let you go, Mr. Coast. Definitely shoot me a text. We'll connect and coordinate that bonus episode next month, because I know next month is completely booked up for the Tuesday shows, but we'll just hop on and just like this show right here, it's gonna be a boom. It's gonna be a show between the shows, and it's gonna be hot.
Roger that, man. Thanks for everything that you do, and thanks for putting out this valuable information. I appreciate it. That Facebook knowledge is definitely needed in this day and age.
Definitely. Hey, I appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
No, you too.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Mr. Coast just blessed my heart, and I think we can end the show on that one. Tune in on Tuesday, 9 o'clock a.m. Mr. Ron Harvey, CEO, and no, he's actually the vice president. I'm sorry, correction. He's the vice president of... Hold on a second. Don't want to misquote the company. He's the vice president of Global Core Strategies Consulting, other known as GCS. Definitely tune in Tuesday, 9 o'clock a.m. Subscribe to the podcast. Visit e2pmedia.com/podcast on the right-hand side. Or if you're on your desktop, it's going to be on the right-hand side. If you're on mobile, just scroll down till you see subscribe here and choose your platform that you love the most, whether it's Spreaker Radio, Apple products, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, Acast, and make sure you leave us a review on iTunes Radio as well as on the website. Just leave a comment on there. I promise I will go in there and reply to you and just show my gratitude and my thankfulness for your time and attention. Y'all have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. I love you, and I will hear you, see you, feel you, touch you in my travels, not in a nasty way, in a crazy way, but I just want to let y'all know that I really do appreciate you, and I love you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this. Y'all have a good night.